Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about task 2 of my final project. So this is my presentation and the topic of my presentation is security technologies recommendation. This is submitted to Professor Nitil Shah. So I have made a presentation of different slides and I'll show you each slide one by one. This is my project summary. We are working as a consultant on a project for a company, so we need to answer some of the questions regarding security of personal data of the company. Security questions are like how can we store data in the form of API and can access securely anywhere on internet. It also includes how we can transmit data to different locations and what are the ethical concerns in transmitting personal data. Brief introduction about myself. My name is Karthik, pursuing Big Data Analytics course in Georgian College. Here is my student number. I have done Bachelor's of Science in the field of Mathematics, Physics and Chemistry from Kurukshetra University, a renowned university in state of Haryana. I have also worked in Amazon.in as a quality control associate and in a Ireland-based multinational company named Ocresk Enterprises Limited, and there I was positioned as market research and tax analyst. So, moving further to my today's topic, my first question is this: how can we transfer personal data securely within their network? Within means we have to transfer that data within the network of the company. So for this, we can use various languages like Java, C Sharp, etc. to create a system in our system we'll use an API. The API that was created using ASP.NET Core, or we can create it by any way. So that API is going to be accessed via internet. But for security, we need to add authentication and authorization. API need to deal with network traffic security, authorization and authentication. So the encryption problem would not create hindrance as long as we keep the server properly configured for authentication and authorization. There are some common standards like OAuth, OpenID. So with the help of the authentication and authorization, we can keep the user ID password like that, and we can access our API anywhere on the internet by filling the user ID or password. So so by that we can transfer our data securely from one system to another system. My second question is, what security protocol is best for transferring personal files? The SSH security protocol is best for transferring personal files. The SSH is a set of protocols and programs that provide a highly adaptive way to transfer data safely and even encrypt data from other programs. The protocol work in the client server model, which means that the connection is established by the SSH client connecting to the SSH server. The SSH client drives the connection setup process and uses public key cryptography to verify the identity of the SSH server. After the setup phase, the SSH protocol uses strongly symmetric encryption and hashing algorithm to ensure the privacy and integrity of the data that is exchanged between the client and the server. So these are the ways. Moving to my third question, can we encode and encrypt images? Yes, we can encrypt images as well. These are based on the OCI image spec. The changes to the spec is the adding of the encrypted layer metatype, and images manifest contain some metatype metadata and a list of layer like virtual machine images. Images contain code and data which are used by applications. More often than not, our code may contain sensitive data, be it proprietary algorithm or machine learning model. The motivation behind encrypted container images is to provide a way for developer and operator to protecting sensitive code through encryption. My fourth question is, Our database cannot be moved from the site and we need to be able to access it externally using a secure API. Can you explain the architecture of a secure API? We can use RESTful API and its key features are client server. This constraint operates on the concept that the client and the server should be separate from each other and allowed to evolve individually. Stateless. REST API are stateless, meaning that calls can be made independently of one another and each call contain all of data necessary to complete itself successfully. Catch. Because of stateless, API can increase request overhead by handling large loads of incoming and outgoing calls. A REST API should be designed to encourage the storage of catchable data. Uniform interface. The key to the decoupling client from server is having a uniform interface that allow independent evaluation of the application without having the application service or model and action tightly coupled to the API layer itself. Layered system. REST API have different layer of their architecture working together to build a hierarchy that help create a more scalable and modular application. Code on demand. Code on demand allows for code or applets to be transmitted via the API for use within the application. My next question is, can you recommend a secure framework for coding an API? OAuth 1.0 is the most secure of three common protocols. OAuth 1 is a widely used, tested, secure, signature-based protocol. The protocol uses a cryptographic signature value that combines the token, secret nonce, and other request-based information. The great advantage of Oath 1 is we never directly pass the token secret across the wire, which completely eliminates the possibility of anyone seeking a software in transit, seeking a password in transit. This is the only one of three protocols that can be safely used without SSL, although you should still use SSL if the data transferred is sensitive. However, this level of security comes with a price. Generating and validating signature can be a complex process. We have to use specific hashing algorithm with a strict set of steps. However, this complexity is not often an issue anymore as every major programming language has a library to handle this for us. Next question is, what data interchange format should we use while transferring data between location? A better format for data exchanging is JSON. Although JSON is derived from JavaScript, it is ported either natively or through libraries in most major programming languages. JSON is a generic data format with a minimal number of values types, string, number, boolean, lists, objects, and null. Although the notation is a subset of JavaScript, these types are represented in all common programming languages, making JSON a good candidate to transmit data across language gaps. Next question is, how should we store our data in our many locations? So we can do it in two ways: hybrid flash array or hybrid cloud storage. First, hybrid flash array. These storage device include both flash memory drive and hard disk drive for balanced performance. Hybrid flash array offer low cost startup and reasonable performance and fast data access on demand. All flash array offer lower latency and faster performance than hybrid flash but may cost even more. Hybrid cloud storage, budget friendly and flexible. Hybrid cloud storage offers a secure and compliant option that help to assure business continuity. This type of data storage accommodates frequent backups and long-term archives as well as future scaling and always on availability. The combination of cloud and on premises storage add a layer of safety to ensure data is protected and available, and storage space could potentially be unlimited. Next question is, what are the ethical concerns related to transmission of personal data? So, uh, in my eyes, the most important ethical concerns are data integrity, data confidentiality, and data availability. So these are my all 8 questions which I have explained, and in next slide I'm going to put the link of YouTube video which I am recording now. And thank you so much.